The next leg in the Capital OTB Handicapping Contest Series is Saturday, April 7th at the Clubhouse Racebook in Albany. The Turf Hop offers thousands in cash and prizes and your chance at a seat in the 2013 National Handicapping Championship. You will be wagering on selected turf races from tracks around the country. So sign up today at capitalotb.com or stop down at the Clubhouse and pick up your entry form. Capital OTB Handicapping Contest Series is presented by Embrace the Race, apparel for the horse racing lifestyle.
This is the OTB Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's edition of Horses and Courses. 13 races on the docket from 9 different racetracks, and kicking it off, we're going to go to Tampa Bay Downs, ladies and gentlemen, for the 28th running of the Wayward Lass. Bill Mott sending out Arena Elvira for the first time at Tampa, the 9-10 choice.
And they're off. All sent away in good order, and Dash, as expected, gunning right for the early lead. Garada Carosha comes away second. Taylor's Irish is up on the outside third, and the last horse away is Dundalk Dust. Around the clubhouse turn they go. Dash, and Garcia, but from the outside, Taylor's Irish moves up and now gains the lead. Garada Carosha racing and running third. Rare Bit to the outside fourth. Then it's a break of 5 to the odds-on favorite, Arena Elvira. She's toward the rail, about 8 lengths off the pace setter, and a net clear of Our Gypsy Gold and the trailer Dundalk Dust. Up the backstretch, Taylor's Irish and Holmeister trying to pull the upset, and they move clear by 3. Dash is there second. Then it's 2 lengths farther back. Rare Bit racing along third. From the outside, Garada Karoshi is fourth. Arena Elvira is now being asked to pick it up toward the rail, and she'll need racing room. 3 furlongs still to run. Taylor's Irish and Dash moves up on the outside second. A length and a half farther back, Our Gypsy Gold racing along third. Garada Karoshi is fourth. Arena Elvira is sequestered and still needs racing room, but meanwhile up front, Dash now strikes to the lead. Arena Elvira has swung to the center of the racetrack, but she's now in full stride with the furlong to run. But Our Gypsy Gold between horses. Arena Elvira runs at her on the outside in deep stretch. Arena Elvira and Our Gypsy Gold is battling back, and these two will come to the wire heads apart. Too close to call. Running time on the board, 1:44 and 2. Dash fades to be third, and Taylor's Irish finished fourth.
The 2 layoff horses, the 2 well-bet horses, they run 1-2. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, a rarity in our sport. 7 runners in here, they finish precisely the way the odds said they would run. But Arena Elvira coming off the first start since Thanksgiving Day, winning the Fall City at Churchill Downs, breaking from the rail, biding the time, Luis Gonzalez, and then swings out wide for the drive. And what a drive it was, taking and running down Our Gypsy Gold, making the first start since the Gazelle, which was run 2 days after Thanksgiving in New York. And Dash finishes third. 13th career start for Arena Elvira, never off the board. This is a horse who in December of 2010 broke her maiden on the inner dirt track. Bill Mott just keeping the ball rolling. Seemed like he got rolling just about November. Breeders' Cup time, and Arena Elvira winning the Fall City on Thanksgiving. She comes off the layup and scores in Saturday's Wayward Lass. Up next, going over to Gulfstream Park, and now it's called the Inside Information. This is Fillies and Mares sprinting 7 furlongs, and when the morning line came out, Groupie Doll was 6-1, but the bettors made her the 3-1 favorite.
The racing and the Inside Information. And a good start for our holiday mood. Much rejoicing on the outside, also out of the gate, fast and funny, sunny from the rail. Right there running in third. Musical Romance is fourth early, 2 lengths off the lead. After that comes Hot Summer, break of another 4 back to Groupie Doll, then Belle of the Hall Persuading. Second last early is Her Smile, and Magical Feeling is the trailer as they run up the backstretch. That first quarter was an easy 23-1. Funny Sunny on top 3/4 of a length. Our Holiday Mood to the outside. Hot Summer right there between horses. Musical Romance fourth on the inside, only a length and a half off the lead, and will save ground into the turn. Much Rejoicing is up alongside, and then it's Groupie Doll within 4 lengths of the lead. Persuading is at the rail. Her Smile is going up on the far outside. Magical Feeling and Belle of the Hall. The half in 46 flat. Around the far turn, Funny Sunny has the rail. Our Holiday Mood on the far outside, and Hot Summer between those two. Musical Romance is down on the inside, right in behind the leaders. And then it's Much Rejoicing and Groupie Doll starting to get involved now. Hot Summer, the leader. On the outside, Our Holiday Mood. Groupie Doll is closing on the far outside. Musical Romance splitting horses with a rush. And here comes Musical Romance. Musical Romance gonna get there. Musical Romance. In the inside information from Hot Summer, Groupie Doll, and Our Holiday Mood.
Well, Bill Kaplan and Juan Lieva harken back to the Breeders' Cup and score a victory going 7/8 of a mile. Musical Romance was 6-1 in the morning line, as was Groupie Doll, but Musical Romance returns $11.20. She was 0 for 5 lifetime at Gulfstream Park. She is now 3 for 4 lifetime, going 7 furlongs. Hot Summer, ladies and gentlemen, we saw her last summer win the victory ride on Travers Day. She was 12-1 in the morning line, goes off at 55-1 and runs terrifically for Luis Saez down inside. And the crushed at the window 3-1 favorite coming out of the brilliant Sabin, going 2 turns. Groupie Doll finishes third as the chalk in Saturday's Inside Information. Sunday afternoon, we're going to have the Distaffers going on the turf at a mile, the Honey Fox, and making the second start, in the United States, the 3-2 favorite, Future Generation.
Rolling line. The racing in the Honey Fox. Tappett's Fly came out well. Roma Caca is right there. And Cumulo Nimble in between horses. And these three all go out for the lead. Luvakova right there too. Loren Leon on the far outside. Then Bay to Bay. Last Full Measure, Future Generation, and New Normal at the back of the field. Roma Caca is the pacemaker as they race on that first turn. Luvakova next. Loren Leon, Cumulo Nimble, and Bay to Bay is only 2 lengths off the lead while racing at the rail after a 24-2 first quarter. Tappett's Fly's got 4 lengths to make up as they enter the back stretch. Then it's Future Generation running a bit headstrong there outside of Last Full Measure at the rail. New Normal trails the field, racing 8 lengths off the lead as they continue up the back stretch. Roma Caca the leader. Loren Leon 3/4 of a length behind. Bay to Bay third at the rail. Cumulo Nimble follows in fourth. Luvakova, Tappett's Fly. Last Full Measure to the inside, 5.5 lengths off the lead. Then Future Generation and New Normal. 47-4 the half mile. Roma Caca, the leader by a neck. Loren Leon pressing on the outside second. Just in behind is Bay to Bay traveling well from third. Then it's Cumulo Nimble, followed by Tappett's Fly. Last Full Measure on the inside. Luvakova, Future Generation, they're into the stretch. Loren Leon, the leader. Bay to Bay, now closing the gap on the outside. Giving way is Roma Caca. Here's the great Tappett's Fly. It is Loren Leon, Bay to Bay, and Tappett's Fly. And here comes Tappett's Fly. And Tappett's Fly gets up in the Honey Fox. And then it was Bay to Bay or Loren Leon, followed by Future Generation.
And what seems like so very long ago, 2.5 years ago nearly, folks, Tappett's Fly, the winner of the 2009 Juvenile Turf for the Phillies, scores only her second victory since then, and both of them have been at Gulfstream Park. Julian Leparoux sitting very, very patiently on the gray, nearly white offspring of Tappett, swings out wide, runs down Bay to Bay, and Loren Leon. $12.20 for the Dale Romans runner. The favorite, Future Generation, after scoring first-time U.S. on February 15th, finishes off the board fourth as the 3-2 favorite. Going over to the fairgrounds, ladies and gentlemen, in a race that was started a couple years ago to begin the 4-year-old campaign for Rachel Alexander, the New Orleans Ladies was having its third running on Saturday afternoon, and once again, it was starting the campaign, not of the 4-year-old season, but of the Horse of the Year. Havre de Grace, ladies and gentlemen, at 1-20.
They're off in the New Orleans Ladies as Havre de Grace starts her 2012 campaign, and fast starts for Sterling Madam and Juanita. Havre de Grace right there too, Annabelle Lee and Distorted Love. Last of the 5 at the first turn. It's Sterling Madam in front. So Sterling Madam goes some 2 lengths clear from Juanita, and Havre de Grace is right there third going to the back of the track. Annabelle Lee fourth by 3, and Distorted Love trails. 8 lengths from leader to last, and in front, it's Sterling Madam. Sterling Madam takes the field through an opening quarter in 23 3/5 seconds, leading by a length and a half. Juanita is second by that same margin. Horse of the Year, Havre de Grace, gallops along at her own pace from that third spot for Ramon Dominguez, and then Distorted Love and Annabelle Lee running in 5th. Sterling Madam, Juanita, Havre de Grace is third at the half-mile pole. Then a ground-saving Distorted Love, and Annabelle Lee remains last. A half mile in 47 2/5 seconds. So Sterling Madam takes the field into the far turn. Sterling Madam and Juanita. 3 furlongs to go. But looming, Havre de Grace, and there she goes now, midpoint on the turn. And Havre de Grace has now come to the forefront at the quarter pole. And Juanita looking to battle the Horse of the Year. Havre de Grace wide at the quarter pole, looming in front of Juanita. Then Sterling Madam, Distorted Love, and Annabelle Lee. Havre de Grace in charge now into this final Fairgrounds furlong. Havre de Grace pulls away by 3. Juanita second, and then farther back Sterling Madam. Havre de Grace in a league of her own with a win of championship class. Havre de Grace wins in style. Juanita second, Sterling Madam, Distorted Love, and Annabelle Lee. Havre de Grace in 1:42 3 for this magnificent mare.
Well, $90,000 for a public paid workout and a terrific return to the races off of the 4th place finish in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Made 1-20. Almost looked like a square price for Ramon Dominguez, Larry Jones, and Richard Porter of Fox Hill Farm. Juanita finished second, trying her heart out. Sterling Madam checks in third. A couple thoughts on the Horse of the Year coming back to the races. We have had Havre de Grace in our front windshield for so very long, going back to how the heck did she lose the photo finish in the Delaware Oaks in the slop of her 3-year-old season to Blind Luck. We saw her run in the Alabama. She lost once again in the Delaware Handicap to Blind Luck. Those are 2 of her unbelievable nose defeats of recent vintage. And her 2 noticeable losses have both come in the Breeders' Cup at Churchill Downs, one under the lights of the Ladies' Classic on Friday night, and then last year running what I thought was a good 4th against the boys in the Breeders' Cup Classic. But you're looking at a terrific 3- and 4-year-old campaign, and now we get the 5-year-old campaign kicked off rather beautifully down in the New Orleans Ladies Stakes. It will be interesting to see what Larry Jones and Richard Porter have in mind for Havre de Grace, having been brilliant in the Woodward last year, and, you know, a square run in the Breeders' Cup Classic. See how many times she takes on the boys this year, but a very, very sharp return to the races for the reigning Horse of the Year. Now time to go to Laurel Park, a race named after the 1988 favorite by a couple of shekels in the Kentucky Derby, the Private Terms.
And they're off. Yo Coffee is expected with that speed from the gate. Dangerous Lad in Brimstone Island. Hockham is up close in between and 4th. And back to Raconteur is racing 5th. Already a half dozen lengths in the pace up ahead. Back to Copitude. And last of them all is Charge. Charge is about 14 from the front. Yo Coffee out there leads at about a length from Dangerous Lad, who's taken back second. Dangerous Lad having a tough go of it there, tossing the head about. And second spot chasing Yo Coffee. Another length and a half more. In third is Hakama. Inside of that is Brimstone Island. Here's Raconteur traveling 5th, 6 off the lead. Copitude and Charge is the trailer. Setting on for the far turn now. Honest pace out there. And the leader is Yo Coffee, but uncontested it. A length and a quarter from Dangerous Lad. Hakama traveling third outside. Brimstone Island is next, a length and a half. Raconteur still lingering on the outside. A Compitude, some 5-6 in the front. Raconteur is called on for run now. Still got 5 to make up. And Charge tries to make a bid from the back of the pack. They make the turn in. Hakama. Hakama's gone to the front for that quarter-mile run into the second wire. Here's Raconteur out in the center of the track. Then Dangerous Lad is third. Down inside, Yo Coffee is weakened up, followed by Brimstone Island, Charge, and then it's a final furlong they go. It's Hakama with Raconteur. Raconteur, Hakama. Hakama's digging down with a 16th to go. Hakama, Raconteur to the outside. Can Raconteur get by Hakama? Hakama, Raconteur, making it close. Raconteur maybe in the photo from Hakama. Wait for the judges. They're posted at the mile line to determine the order in the private terms.
Well, Raconteur, the 9-5 favorite in the last 2 jumps, looked to get some energy from somewhere under Chris DiCarlo, because to me, it didn't seem as if Raconteur was getting to Hakama any longer. But coming out of the Gotham Stakes for Raconteur and the Familiar Silks of Dogwood Stable for Todd Pletcher, this horse was being ridden on the turn by Chris DiCarlo to score the victory. Now, Raconteur began the career 0 for 5 and now is 3 for 4, broke the maiden, won an allowance, got buried in the Gotham, but comes back in the 1-turn mile of the private terms on Saturday down at Laurel and scores the victory. Hakama finishes second in here, making the first start since the Withers Stakes, before the Withers had won the maiden and the allowance in a row. And Brimstone Island, second off the claim from Howard Wolfendale, finishes third. But this year's edition of the private terms goes to Todd Pletcher and Raconteur. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, more racing, including the big Rebel Stakes from Oak Lawn Park. And welcome back to the Handicappers Report. Now going down to Parks Racing. And last Tuesday afternoon for the Ben Salem Stakes, Flat Bold, the even money favorite.
And they're off in the Ben Salem Stakes. And a good start at that. It's Gold Digger's Boy. Breaks well, gets that first call, Closing Vision. Comes up on the inside and now will take the lead as they move to the main track. Closing Vision goes on to get clear by 2. Gold Digger's Boy runs second. Wink at the Girls third. Flat Bold is fourth on the outside. On the inside, Westover Wildcat moves up. Rod's 5-star is in behind Horses. He's about 3.5 back. And at the back of the pack, the trailer is for Dang Shore. For Dang Shore, only 3.5 lengths behind now with a half mile to go. Opening quarter was 22-2. It's Closing Vision. 25 to 1 shot. Goes to the far turn, leading it by a length and a half. Westover Wildcat. Rod's 5-star. Flat Bold, Gold Digger's Boy. Those 4 make up the second flight. For Dang Shore, stuck out there 5 wide. Wink at the Girls has dropped well back and now trails the field. They're getting to Closing Vision now as they arrive at the top of the stretch. Flat Bold and For Dang Shore run on together out the middle of the racetrack. And For Dang Shore comes charging off the turn to get the lead. At the gate pole, For Dang Shore by the neck. Flat Bold now back to second. Gold Digger's Boy on the outside. Rod's 5-star is on the inside, but for Dang Shore striding away inside the final 16th. For Dang Shore by 3.5 and a big effort from off the pace by For Dang Shore. For Dang Shore takes the Ben Salem by 3. Rod's 5-star second. Gold Digger's Boy was third.
For Dang Shore scores the $8 victory for Michael Trambetta, part owner and trainer. Rod's 5-star, who was 5 for 6 lifetime at Parks and 9-2 on the morning line, drifted up to 6-1. Gold Digger's Boy finishes third as the second choice, and Flat Bowl finishes off the board as the even money favorite. Now turning our attention to Oak Lawn Park, Saturday afternoon, the on-track premier prep for the Apple Blossom is the Azeri Stakes, the 9-10 favorite, Absent Minded.
And they're off in the Azeri. Tis Miss Sue breaks very swiftly. She's all in, has speed, and absent-minded third through the early stages. Joyful Victory is headstrong, and she's moving right into contention. That will leave Ravi Song at the back of the pack. Around the first turn, and absent-minded hugs that rail and puts her head in front. She's all in and neck back second. Joyful Victory in the clear third. Tis Miss Sue is now fourth, but only 2 lengths off the leaders. Ravi Song is at the back. 6 furlongs remaining. Absent-minded, She's All In, racing together as one. With Joyful Victory a length and a half back third. Tis Miss Sue is comfortable and only 2.5 lengths off the leaders as they slow the tempo down. Ravi Song at the back. She's All In has her nose in front, but as expected, absent-minded comes right back on her. Then it's Joyful Victory a length behind in third. She's cruising along past the half-mile pole. Tis Miss Sue inside of her, and then it's Ravi Song. 3 furlongs from the money. Absent-minded, She's All In, joined by Joyful Victory, who's just a half length back in third. Tis Miss Sue has some run in fourth. Behind her comes Ravi Song, and here they start to sprint for home. She's All In between horses, puts her head in front. Joyful Victory on the outside. Absent-minded is down at the rail. They swing for home together. On the outside, Joyful Victory, and now Tis Miss Sue joins the fray. Absent-minded, fully extended. She's All In, one from the rail, and Tis Miss Sue has her mind on running, and she storms to the front, coming to the 16th pole, and it's sweet redemption for Tis Miss Sue as she cruises home in the Azeri. She's All In was second. Joyful Victory finished third.
And yes, the trifecta coming out of the Bayakoa turns it upside down with the runner-up now being the victor. $19.60 for Tis Miss Sue to win the Azeri on Saturday afternoon. And if you could dial into the thoughts of an athlete in real time, Joe Rocco Jr., as they were approaching the stretch on the turn, sitting behind the horses, I have to think that he felt as if he was going to have a clean trip home, sitting on a horse with a ton of energy remaining. Has to be a very, very good feeling in any horse race, including a Grade 3. But Tis Miss Sue, coming out of the Bayakoa, an upset victory, wins by an impressive 3 lengths. She was 0 for 8 lifetime at Oak Lawn Park before winning the series. She did have 4 runner-up finishes. Her 3rd stakes victory, first time she wins a graded stakes, and we saw Joe Rocco on Tis Miss Sue this past summer in the 2 big distaff handicap races, the Ruffian and the Personal Ensign. But now, after running 3rd in those big-time summer stakes races, scores the victory as we wrap up winter on the handicap season with the distaffer. She's All In, longest price on the board at 14-1, finishes second. And Joyful Victory, who doesn't seem to be nearly as sharp as she was exactly a year ago, as the second choice at 8-5, finishes third. And Absent-Minded, the real name of the horse for Terry Thompson, 10th start at Oak Lawn Park. First time off the board at 9-10, coming off back-to-back victories in the Bayakoa and the Pippin. We'll see how many of these go on in just about a month in the Apple Blossom. 3-year-olds took center stage a couple of races later at Oak Lawn Park. The mile and 16th Rebel Stakes, $500,000, 12 entered. The Southwest Stakes was split divisions, and the faster division was won by Secret Circle for Bob Baffert. He's back as the even money favorite.
And they're off in the Rebel, and Secret Circle comes out running. Jake Moe has some early speed. Unbridled's Note came away in good order, and he will take the lead going into the first turn. Scatman is now second. Secret Circle settles behind them in third. Cyber Secret is on the rail. Jake Moe racing in between horses. Adigan is 7 lengths off the front runner. They're followed by Reckless Jerry, racing on the outside of Optimizer, PhD, Adirondack King, 4 more back to Saber Cat, and the distant trailer is Najar. Onto the backstretch they go, less than 6 furlongs to run. Unbridled's Note joined by Scatman. Secret Circle gets the perfect trip from third, and Cyber Secret is just inside of him, and he's tugging. They're followed by Adigan fifth, now just 4 off the lead. Jake Moe hugs the rail, 2 in front of Reckless Jerry, Optimizer, Adirondack King, PhD, 12 off them. He is 8 clear of Saber Cat, who has a lot of work to do, and it's another half dozen to Najar. Into the far turn, the pace has been very moderate. Scatman stride for stride with Unbridled's Note. Secret Circle has come under pressure. He's now along the inside, and Cyber Secret is outside of him. Secret Circle trying to weave through traffic as Unbridled's Note is the first to surrender. Adigan is next. Adirondack King is kicking into high gear from the back of the pack. Then it's Jake Moe and Optimizer. They're at the top of the stretch, and Scatman is the leader. He's the one to catch. Secret Circle coming after him. Cyber Secret in the white blinkers third. At the rail, it's Jake Moe. Final furlong. Scatman's in front. Secret Circle's having to work hard, but he can't quite get the Scatman late. Scatman and Secret Circle in a rematch of the Rebel, and now Secret Circle emerges with the lead. Here comes Optimizer late. Secret Circle prevails. Optimizer put in a tremendous rally for second. Scatman was third.
Well, where to go from here? Let's start with the fact of just reviewing the Rebel Stakes on Saturday afternoon for $500,000. Kudos to Bob Baffert, Rafael Bejarano, and Secret Circle. This is a horse who won the inaugural Breeders' Cup Juvenile Sprint, has sensational speed, doesn't have to brake sharply, and sat perfectly in the Rebel Stakes up until about the middle of the turn, where Bejarano decided to come inside. Then he got caught some traffic in the middle of the turn, had to put on the brakes, was just gliding for a while, then got outside in the lane and scores the victory. The 3rd consecutive Rebel won by Bob Baffert, and by previously 2 horses that I thought dramatically differently of. Last year, the Factor, I thought, got everything his own way in the Rebel, and he would meet his Waterloo after the Rebel, which he did. The year before that, looking at Lucky To Me, who looked like a classic horse from his 2-year-old season, was just getting started. 3rd time, I don't know what to tell you. Very impressive race. Sat chilly, showed he could sit off the pace, has good speed, and scores nicely by 3/4 of a length. That being said, I thought Secret Circle and Rafael Bejarano was using horse on the far turn, going into the far turn early. So I guess at the end of the day, where I'm seated is a very nice effort in the Rebel Stakes. I don't know how much going forward Secret Circle has left at the top of what I think is a good, deep crop of 3-year-olds. And for Wayne Lukas, turning back the hands of time. Last year, Oaklawn Park seemed to be his oasis, and now he has Optimizer, who at nearly 30-1 looked brilliant coming down the lane. And Scatman, who was making the pace, finishes 3rd. So a nice addition. 12 horses in the Rebel for $500,000. Secret Circle just keeps on keeping on. Remember, Secret Circle has only tasted defeat in his 2-turn debut in the Sham Stakes, and I thought he raced well that afternoon going a mile at Santa Anita. Now he will go forward. Bob Baffert is saying in the Arkansas Derby and trying to pull a Smarty Jones and Lawyer Ron by winning the Big 3 2-turn Kentucky Derby preps at Oaklawn. But on Saturday afternoon, Secret Circle at $4 found the winner's circle in the Rebel. Going out to Sunland Park, their big weekend is coming up, but they had a nice stakes race this past weekend. The New Mexico State University Handicap at 5-2 from the outside, Brother Louie.
Away they race. On down the road was the Best Into Stride. Came out in front of Leicester's Secret and Riggs Runner rushing up on the outside for the early lead. That trio by a half a length to Daddy-O and Double Smart. Right behind them, beautifully poised, is Attitude a Racer on the inside. Nuggets Please in the center as they go out the stretch. Brother Louis on their outside is a little bit worse than midfield. Towards the back early is Spinning Touch, Max Bean, Soaring Goddess second last, and the trailer is Desert Gamble. Racing out in front, Riggs Runner gets a length clear. Sharing second on down the road, and Leicester's Secret, and right behind them is Double Smart. A length to Attitude Eraser has a nice trail on the inside of Daddy-O, and they're clear by 2.5 to Nuggets Please. A break of 4 lengths to Max Bean, Brother Louis, and they've got well ahead. 6 to Spinning Touch. Desert Gamble is on the outside of the mare Soaring Goddess. Riggs Runner is torn away in front, and Riggs Runner on a mission here goes out to lead by 2.5 to Double Smart. Daddy-O goes to third on down the road on the inside, and Attitude Eraser taking off is coming through in the centre pretty well. A length away on the outside, running on nicely. Nuggets Please looks a big chance as they come down to the 5/16. Max Bean has taken off, is joining the fray. They got away from Leicester's Secret. Soaring Goddess is running on. Brother Louis dropped out. Desert Gamble second last, and Spinning Touches at the back. They race down towards the quarter pole, and Riggs Runner taken on in earnest here. Riggs Runner up in the centre goes Daddy-O for the lead, and Double Smart is there. Looking for runners on down the road behind them, and off the track Nuggets Please, Attitude Eraser. As they come down the lane, it's Daddy-O, Riggs Runner, Double Smart, and down in the centre on down the road is pushing on. Riggs Runner still in front of Double Smart, and Daddy-O, and on down the road coming through in the centre. It's Daddy-O, and on down the road, and on the inside is Riggs Runner. In the lead, Daddy-O, and on down the road, Daddy-O narrowly from on down the road. Third on the inside, Double Smart, and then came Soaring Goddess, and behind them Attitude Eraser, Riggs Runner Weekend.
At the popular aqueduct distance of 1 mile 70 yards, the New Mexico State University Stakes goes to Daddy-O, who was right next door in the starting gate to the favorite Brother Louis. They were on the outside. Daddy-O had the number 11 post position, returns $24.20 for the victory. And I must say one thing, route races with large field sizes to me is just about the best in the sport. 12 runners. You're wondering who's going to get the last best effort, and Daddy-O scores by a neck, beating on down the road with Double Smart finishing third. The Superfecta comes back $80,000, ladies and gentlemen. Not bad since the pool had $16,000 in it, but you get the point. Daddy-O was 8 for 16 at Sunland. This is a Sunland Park demon, has only 2 starts in his career, not at Sunland. Those were at Zia Park, and hopefully next weekend, ladies and gentlemen, the audio for their big weekend. Now, you know, you kind of laugh at Sunland Park. I always tell you, I love those sunbursts. Remember, the Kentucky Oaks winner last year prepped at Sunland Park. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have racing from Santa Anita and the Big A. Please stay with us. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Horses and courses. Now time to turn our attention to Santa Anita on St. Patrick's Day. They had the Irish O'Brien, originally supposed to be down the hill at the about 6.5 furlong distance, but they had heavy rains in the forecast for the weekend in Southern California. As a matter of fact, Santa Anita already rescheduled for the 24th of March, the 1.5-mile San Luis Rey. The Irish O'Brien, though, moved to the dirt 6.5 furlongs on a sloppy sealed racetrack. They made Secret Cove the 7-5 favorite. First time dirt, thus first time wet in the 18th career start.
And away they go to a good beginning. Lindsay Winsey is very fast. On the inside, here comes Advance Ticket to be a joint second. Sunburn on the far side. Between horses, Secret Cove and Camille C. 2.5 would cover the lot. They head to the half-mile pole, and now Sunburn pulls her way to the lead on the outside. Sunburn kicks on with it. Lindsay Winsey content to take back second. On the far side, we have Secret Cove. Alongside of that is Advance Ticket in the yellow colours. And at the back, Camille C. Now 5 would cover the lot. Into the turn they go, and Sunburn has opened up on them. Sunburn by 3 to Lindsay Winsey. Then we have Advance Ticket. On the outside of Advance Ticket comes Secret Cove, and Camille C. 6 off the leader. They come into the quarter pole now in the Irish O'Brien, and Sunburn continues to lead, but Lindsay Winsey comes off the rail and comes to tackle. Here's Lindsay Winsey now taking on Sunburn, and let's see, is she going to go right on by? Lindsay Winsey does take the lead. Immediately tackled by Camille C, who's got a dream run through at the rail down the centre of the track. Advance Ticket joins the fray too. It's Lindsay Winsey now desperate to hold on. Camille C stretching every yard of the way. Lindsay Winsey digs deep, finds more, and starts to pull clear late. Lindsay Winsey and Edwin Maldonado take the Irish O'Brien, drawing clear late to beat Camille C. Advance Ticket was third.
Well, last weekend, Edwin Maldonado won his first stakes race at Santa Anita. Now he makes it 2 weekends in a row, and I think it's fair to say if Edwin Maldonado wins a stakes race each weekend in Southern California, it'll be a Hall of Fame career. But the longest shot on the board returns $18.60 in the field of 5 on Saturday afternoon, and the 7 to 5 favorite Secret Cove finishes off the board. With the change in the surface going to Sloppy Sealed Racetrack, Unzip Me, who would have been probably a short price favorite in the Irish O'Brien down the hill, scratched out of the running. But you saw the familiar silks of the Myler Singletary or the Chicago Bears. Yes, Little Red Feather Racing Stable scores the victory in Saturday's 18th running of the Irish O'Brien. And now time for the 75th running of the Santa Margarita Invitational. Now, usually with Invitational comes no starters fees, but they kept the name Invitational, but now they're charging monies for one of the most prestigious older filly or mare races annually. The 4 to 5 favorite, Ella Fitz.
Field sent on their way. Ella Fitz broke beautifully, and Ella Fitz is going to go straight to the lead. On the outside, Include Me Out is going up to race in second. Love the Way You Are content to drop back as Miss Mittagong goes by her to take the third spot at the rail. Past the stands first time round, and Ella Fitz got an easy lead out here. Rider's just dropped his hands, allowing her to lope along, and Ella Fitz couldn't have it more her own way. In the second spot is Include Me Out. Along the inside, we have Miss Mittagong. Only a length and 3/4 separates those three now. And then we have a gap of 3.5 to Love the Way You Are. All riders appear happy with their situation. Probably not going to be a change as they swing onto the backstretch in the Grade 1 Santa Margarita, and Ella Fitz still just on this long rein, loping along as comfortable as she can, a length and a half in front. Include Me Out is in the second spot. Miss Mittagong doesn't want to let Ella Fitz get away, and Miss Mittagong now moving up closer on the inside, and there's now a big gap of 6 back to Love the Way You Are. Past a half-mile pole they go, and Ella Fitz still in front, a length and a quarter. Include Me Out on the far side. Miss Mittagong on the inside now is going to need somewhere to run. Those three now tightly grouped, and still a gap of 5 back to Love the Way You Are. They are coming to the quarter pole now, and Include Me Out makes an early run at Ella Fitz, and Include Me Out actually goes right on by now. And it's Include Me Out opening up on them. Ella Fitz suddenly under a ride on the outside, Miss Mittagong, and then Love the Way You Are. They are homeward bound. Include Me Out hugs the rail and goes for home. Include Me Out opens up to lead by 5. Down the centre, Love the Way You Are. Ella Fitz did not fire today. And it's all Include Me Out, and Joe Talamo absolutely superb. Include Me Out in a canter in the Santa Margarita. Include Me Out beats Love the Way You Are, then Miss Mittagong and Ella Fitz.
You know, clearly not the first time we've seen on an off racetrack a stunning performance by a runner. Matter of fact, it's, you know, not atypical at all. But Include Me Out, I don't want to shortchange her because She comes off of the La Cañada victory. She's now 2 for 2, going 2 turns as an offspring of Include with Mazel Trick, who was a very good runner for Bobby Frankel years ago. So Include Me Out might have been tough to beat on a clear, fast racetrack in the Santa Margarita on Saturday afternoon. It does appear as if 2 turns is the way to go. Now 2 for 2 with 2 nice stakes victory. Love the Way You Are finishes second, with Miss Midigan finishing third. And Ella Fitz, who was going for 4 in a row, having won the Santa Maria, the Paseana, and the Bayacoa, doesn't beat a single horse at the odds as the odds-on favorite. Sunday afternoon, 1 stakes race to bring you older horses going a mile on the dirt in the Santana. Canonized, the 9-5 favorite.
Away they go, all came out well. Canonized from the outside gate, and Gladding go on to lead them early. Worth Repeating's right there with Tweepster. Spud Spivens in there as well, and Honor the Deputy. No more than 3 lengths covers them all. Really compact as they head past the 7/8. Gladding now goes on, and Gladding will set the pace. It's a decent one. In the second spot, we have Canonized. On the inside, Worth Repeating, 2 lengths off the leaders, then Spud Spivens. On the far side, we have Honor the Deputy, and at the back is Tweepster. Now 5 would cover them all. Down the backstretch they go, and Gladding still in front, just over a length. Canonized content to track from second. Down at the rail, Worth Repeating. Honor the Deputies on the far side, then Spud Spivens, and Tweepster's at the back. They're still pretty compact with a half mile to go. No change in this order. Gladding and Mike Smith take them along by a length. Canonized in second. Worth Repeating tucked in at the rail third. On the far side, Honor the Deputy. Then we come back to Spud Spivens, and alongside of Spud Spivens is Tweepster. 5 lengths covers them all. Coming to the quarter pole, and Gladding tries to shake loose now. He's given his head, and Gladding kicks on for home, but Canonized running a big one. And here comes Canonized now breathing down the neck of Gladding at the top of the lane. It's another fall back to Honor the Deputy. They are homeward bound, and Canonized strong on the outside. Gladding tries to battle back along the rail. Past the 8th pole they come now, and Canonized strikes the front. Gladding's all hot battling back. Gainway on the inside. Canonized the advantage. Gladding coming back, but Canonized just has his measure. And Canonized wins it stylishly by a neck. Very game run from Gladding in second. Honor the Deputy third, and then Tweepster.
The 8-5 favorite beat the 9-5 second choice in the wagering. Canonized now 5 for 13 lifetime, 4 for 6 lifetime at Santana. Third dirt start after scoring an allowance win and coming in 4th in the San Carlos most recent when he broke from the rail. Folks, at the end of the day, the San Carlos might be one of the 2 or 3 finest sprint races of the year. First time, 2 turns, brilliantly ridden by Victor Espinoza to run down Gladding, who was making only the 3rd start in 11 months coming out of the big cap with Honor the Deputy at 13-1, second longest price on the board, finishing 3rd under Corey Nakatani. But the familiar silks of JMS Stable, trained by Ron Ellis, is Canonized. 1 stakes race to bring you from the Big A. That is the 100th running of the Excelsior.
And they're off. Inherit the Gold, San Pablo, Redding Collieri. And on the outside, it's Maryland's Guy. San Pablo's got the early lead. Maryland's Guy on the outside in second. Redding Collieri rating off the pace today in third. Norman Esbjornson on the outside in fourth. Then it's Inherit the Gold and Bird Run, and they run into the clubhouse turn with San Pablo on top here, 3/4 of a length. Maryland's Guy on the outside is second by 3. Redding Collieri down at the rail in third. Norman Asbjornson is alongside in fourth. Then Inherit the Gold at the rail, and Bird Run on the outside. The opening quarter mile was run in 24 seconds. They're on the back stretch. It's San Pablo by a half length. Maryland's Guy on the outside, second by 2. Redding Collieri is third by a neck. Norman Asbjornson races in fourth. Inherit the Gold is fifth, 6 lengths from the lead. Then Bird Run. They continue up the backstretch, the half mile in 48-4. San Pablo. On the outside, it's Maryland's Guy. Maryland's Guy and San Pablo now race as a team into the far turn. Maryland's Guy on the outside pokes ahead in front of San Pablo. A break of 3 to Redding Collieri in third. Then Norman Asbjornsen in fourth, followed by Inherit the Gold and Bird Run. It's Maryland's Guy in front at the top of the stretch. 3/4 in 1:13. Maryland's Guy has built a 4-length lead. Then it's San Pablo, Redding Collieri, Norman Asbjornsen, and Inherit the Gold. A furlong to the finish. Maryland's Guy in front by 3. San Pablo in second. On the outside, it's Redding Collieri, then Inherit the Gold. As they come down for the line now, it's Maryland's Guy trying to hold off San Pablo. Maryland's Guy by a neck to win the Excelsior. San Pablo was second, a photo for third.
And the Grays did all right, ladies and gentlemen. 3 of them in the screen right there. But Maryland's Guy, who I think it's fair to say, coming out of the victory in the as indicated, is clearly at 6 years of age for Anthony Dutrow in career best form, and scores the $11.40 victory under Chuck Lopez while pressing San Pablo all the way, then taking over and holding off San Pablo. Norman Asbjornsen, who was the longest price to the board at 8-1, so the odds were between 5-2 and 8-1. Redding Collieri finishes off the board as the 5-2 favorite. Maryland's Guy now 4 for 5 lifetime in the inner dirt track, with a second starting to take on the looks of Inherit the Gold. That wraps up this week's edition of Horses and Courses. Now, this upcoming weekend, ladies and gentlemen, the big weekend at Turfway Park with the Vinery Spiral, and out at Sunland in New Mexico, the $800,000 Sunland Park Derby. Have a great week at the races, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you back here Monday morning.